Simone.
I'm Kev.
And welcome to the Hero Within's Hero Bites. Where we give you bite-sized information so you can do better each and every day.
Yes, sir.
Let's get started.
So, Brandon asks, are there any quick ways to reduce my stress when I have a busy workload and 2 kids? Well, Brandon, we got you covered.
Now, stress can be deadly. There was a time where I was so stressed out that I had an anxiety attack before my day even started. It was really bad. However, I got the support that I needed, and we're here to make sure that you get the support that you need as well. So let's talk about some strategies that you can implement so you can help yourself. So the first strategy is, if you're stressed out, make sure to go exercise or take a nap. 2 different ways you could do it. So for exercising, I know when I have a bad day, sometimes I use exercise as a stress reliever, and it really actually does help a lot. Remove the stress from the situation that I'm in. It makes me feel better. What you can also do is, since you have kids, you can take them to the gym. Most gyms have play areas where the kids can play around. Or if your kids are too young, you can also take them out in a stroller and run with the stroller. You know, kids seem to like that.
Indeed.
At the same time, you can also play sports with them. You can, spend more time with them. Whatever the case is, in a physical environment where not only you're getting the stress relief, but your kids are also spending time with you. That's a pretty big thing. What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, I am a huge nap and exercise advocator, so good strategies.
So the second thing to think about is either writing lists or journaling. Writing your feelings down in general is really important. So when I talk about writing lists, if you're someone who is obsessed about lists like I am, I tend to forget a lot of things, and there's a lot of things I always have to do. So I have a running list of things I end up writing down, so that way I don't have to remember it anymore. I can put it down, feel more relaxed, because every single time I remember them and then I forget it again, I tend to get more anxiety. Write things down. It makes it a lot easier. It causes a lot less conflict between you and whoever you're doing the list for as well. And as far as journaling goes, journaling you can do anything with. Your career goals, your home goals, just writing your feelings out about your day, or if you had a rough day. Sometimes writing them out on a piece of paper is really good for people. And I've seen a lot of psychologists recommend this. They recommend you actually physically write it out, not just type it out, because that tends to give your brain more time to think about it when you're transferring it on paper. So pick up a pen or pencil and get writing. So the third option is to meditate, take deep breaths, or use aromatherapy. So for me, I personally prescribe to both meditation and aromatherapy. Meditation, having that white space or that space just for you during the day, is super important. Just that silence can really, really help ease and alleviate your stress. And doing it calmly every single day, like getting into the moment of like every single time during this time, it's sacred. Nobody can stomp on it. You do that, and you will start seeing a difference in your attitude and the way you deal with things. Now, as far as aromatherapy goes, I tend to use an oil diffuser, where it's basically a diffuser where you put water in it, and then you put a little bit of nice smelling oils that come with it, or you can buy some as well. Lavender is usually my favorite scent, and it'll actually spew out basically steam, where it'll fill the air with a really nice scent. You can also do that with candles or anything else that really gives you a calming vibe, and that tends to help a lot. What about you, Kevin?
I tend to take long showers and just think about, things in my life, things during the day. It's very relaxing for me. And of course, deep breaths are also a boon for me as well. So long showers, I call them shower thoughts, deep breaths, good to go.
The fourth thing we like to talk about is creativity. Listening to music or creating music. Art, singing, dancing, even laughter, which isn't necessarily a creative art, but we like to add that in because it's still a lot of fun.
Yes.
So I'm an artist and I love to create art, and that is really one of the few spaces in my life where I'm totally calm and in control. And just, it's really the moment of silence. It's almost kind of like its own sort of meditation in a way, where you're sitting there and you're working on a piece of art for a very long time and you have like nothing but just that concentration. It's just beautiful. On top of that, I love to sing. I sing a lot in the car, in the home. I don't know if I sing well, but I sing good enough where I can carry a tune. Sometimes I like dancing to things, get the body moving, that's exercise again. And then laughing and enjoying, the day. Watching a funny video, looking at cute pictures of puppies doing silly things. I just love it. And of course, talking to really good friends like you.
Oh.
What do you like to do?
So I'm an artist myself, a musician to be more specific. Sometimes I get up in the zone, really in the zone when I'm creating something for hours on end. It's just a very fun, therapeutic process for me. So I do that. Voice acting is also pretty fun. I can get lost in that as well. Pretending to, not really pretending, but becoming someone else or something else is always fulfilling. And I've been told by some lady friends that I have a pretty decent singing voice, you know what I'm saying? So I do that too, I might come up with an album soon, we'll see. But anyway.
Look out for the album.
Coming in 2025. Stay tuned. Mark it on your calendar. December. But so all those things that Simone just said, also, talking with friends are very, very valid sources of relieving stress.
Absolutely. And if you feel that you're not creative or you don't have a creative bone in your body, test yourself. Go out and take a class or do whatever. You'd be surprised because everybody has a creative streak in them. They just gotta bring it out. So last thing we're gonna suggest is if you have a pet, cuddle them. Your pet loves you and they want to be close to you. And you know what? There's a lot of studies that have proven that having a pet in the home reduces stress of their owners. So I used to have a red Doberman named Godiva, and she was just beautiful. She was a little run, she was cute, and she would love to always slowly but surely climb into my lap. And I just love that about her. She was just so sweet. She always liked to be near me, and it really helped calm me down. She knew when I was upset, and she was always there with me, just looking at me. She knew when I was stressed out. And at the same time, just taking her for walks was, really good for the both of us. It was bonding time, it was exercise time, and it's just really good to have a pet all around if you can afford to have one.
For sure.
What about you, Kevin?
I used to have a orange tabby cat back in the 2000s named Chaos.
Ooh.
And he was a fun little cat, very vocal. Whenever me and my ex would leave the house or whatever, he would start, meowing, crying for us to come back, and it was very cute. And especially during that time that was what I call my rock bottom phase, and having Chaos around, helped me a little bit. I mean, it still sucked very badly, but having the cat around would help me a little bit, so it was better than nothing,
I learned a fascinating fact the other day.
What's that?
Is that cats actually only meow for us.
Yep, they do.
I did not know that. Very fascinating. And they're all uniquely different. Like owners, if you put a different cat with a different owner, they wouldn't recognize their cries, but if you put them with their owner, they would recognize, I want food, to I want attention, etc. I was like, wow, it's really neat.
Yeah, cats are the masters of us.
And they're actually considered smarter than dogs. Actually, I learned that the other day. They're actually a little bit smarter than dogs.
Go cats.
Well, Brandon, I hope that these tips have given you something to think about. And thanks for watching as always. And for Hero Nation out there, what are your ways to de-stress? What's your favorite? Tell us in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoy our content,
go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Be a hero and share this video with someone you may know. And don't stress, just go ahead and smash the subscribe button real quick. Appreciate it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And make sure to hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. And as always, continue to gain knowledge,
take action,
and be unstoppable.
Yes!